Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play The Elder Scrolls III, Morrowind, Game of the Year Edition. In our last video, Fedar did Larius Faro's dirty work for him by killing the bad people, who were 5 members of the Kimona Tong who liked to hang out at the Council Club. One of them was Sovra Trandall, who worked at Nerano Manor and had a key to the place, which Sugarlips Habasi wanted, so Fedar gave it to her. What's next? I think Fedar is going to do some work for the Mages Guild. Rannis Atheris has asked him to collect Manwe's dues and to recruit or kill Larar Berloth, a member of House Telvanni. Thing is, those are going to send Fedar pretty far east. And if we look at the minimap, this is Vvardenfell. It's a big island. And Fedar has seen this much of it so far, and really not even that much, because these chunks in the middle here are still unexplored. That tells me that maybe it would help to get a little more information about what we should expect to see. So I'm going to read the Guide to Vardenfell. Normally I would do that kind of thing during story time, but this isn't just lore. This is critical information about the land. So let's go. Guide to Vardenfell. So up here we've got a little island called Dagon Fell. The Sea of Ghosts is off to the northeast. There's Red Mountain in the center, and Aldrune somewhere over here. Sadrith Mora somewhere over here. Here's Balmora. There's Sadanin, which I guess is important enough to mention on this map, probably because it's a port city and a lot of people come in through here. There's Molag Amur, and of course, Vivec, the biggest settlement on Vardenfell. Okay, let's get reading. Morrowind is the northeastmost province of the Tamrielic Empire, bounded on the north and east by the Sea of Ghosts, on the west by Skyrim, on the southwest by Cyrodiil, also known as the Imperial Province, and on the south by Black Marsh, also known as Argonia. Vardenfell district encompasses Vvardenfell Island, a great landmass dominated by the giant volcano Red Mountain and cut off from mainland Morrowind by the surrounding inner sea. Only recently open to settlement and trade, most of the island's population is confined to the relatively hospitable west and southwest coast, centered on the ancient city of Vivec and the old Great House district centers at Balmora, Aldrune, and Sadrith Mora. The rest of the island is covered by hostile desert wastes, arid grasslands, and volcanic badlands, and thinly populated by the nomadic Ashlander tribes. Vvardenfell has 9 basic geographic regions, each with their own distinctive plants and terrain features. Scholars have based their classifications on the different types of land described by the native Ashlanders, so the designations are recognized by most local traders, travelers, and adventurers. These geographic regions are called the Ascadian Isles, the Ashlands, Azura's Coast, the Bitter Coast, the Grazelands, Molag Amur, Red Mountain, the West Gash, and Sheogarad. Ascadian Isles. The Ascadian Isles is a region of lush, green, well-watered southern lowlands where most of Vvardenfell's agriculture is found. The area includes Pelagiad, Suran, Vivec City, and Aldsatha, along with the inland lakes and waterways of the Ascadian Isles proper. The urban areas of Vivec and Ebonheart of the southern coast are densely populated. The inland Ascadian Isles are dotted with small farms and large plantations. The climate is temperate and comfortable, with moderate rainfall. Ebonheart is the seat of the imperial government for Vvardenfell district and a busy center of maritime trade. Castle Ebonheart is the home of Duke Vedamdren, the district's ruler and emperor's representative. Also located at Castle Ebonheart are the Vardenfell district council chambers and the Hawkmoth Legion garrison. The officers, docks, and warehouses of the East Empire Company are also found in Ebonheart. Vivec City is the largest settlement on Vardenfell and one of the largest cities in the east. Each of the great cantons is the size of a complete town. The High Fane and the Palace of Vivec are visited by hundreds of tourists and pilgrims daily. Citizens flock to the arena for entertainments and war games. Outlanders mostly confine themselves to the foreign canton, while natives live, work, and shop in the great house compounds and residential cantons. Aldsatha is a splendid Daedric ruin within sight of Vivec City. Though exotic and picturesque, it is a dangerous site, haunted by old magics, dark cultists, and their Daedric summonings, and not recommended for sightseers. Suran is an agricultural village in the northeastern corner of the fertile Ascadian Isles region. Two popular pilgrimage sites are nearby, the Fields of Kumu and the Shrine of Molag Bal. Pelagiad is a newly chartered imperial village between Balmora and Vivec City on the western edge of the Ascadian Isles region. The village is right outside the Imperial Legion garrison at Fort Pelagiad. The houses and shops are built in the Western Imperial style, and Pelagiad looks more like a village in the Western Empire than a Morrowind settlement. The Ashlands. The Ashlands are the dry, inhospitable wastelands surrounding the lower slopes of Red Mountain. The Ashlands extend to the Sea of Ghosts in the north, and elsewhere form a wide margin between the blighted Red Mountain region and other geographic regions. The village of Margan is the only sizable permanent Ashlands settlement. Aldrune, the district seat of House Redoran, is on the margin of the region. Ashlanders hunt for game here, and their herds find sparse grazing. It rains rarely and suffers frequent ash storms. Margan is a small, isolated village in a remote region north of Aldrune. The Margan Shrine is an important temple pilgrimage site. The Ashlander Ursulaku tribe has a permanent settlement at Ursulaku Camp in the Ashlands region north of Margan Village. Azura's Coast. The rugged coast and islands of northern and eastern Vvardenfell are called Azura's Coast. The region is rocky, infertile, and largely uninhabited, except for the outpost at Molag Amur, the Telvanni settlements at Sadrith Mora, the Wizard Towers at Tel Arun, Tel Mora, and Tel Bernora, and Ahamuza Camp, and the remote fishing villages of Aldredania and Dagon Fell on the north coast. There are no roads. Most travel is by boat. Despite the rocky terrain, a variety of plants thrive on the regular rainfall. Sadrith Mora is the district seat of House Telvanni and home of the Telvanni Council, though only one Telvanni councillor actually lives in Sadrith Mora. Sadrith Mora is an island settlement and accessible only by sea and teleportation. The town is large with many services, but it is open only to Telvanni retainers. Outsiders must confine themselves to the Gateway Inn. Tel Bernora is the tower and seat of the eccentric Telvanni wizard named Mistress Thorana. The tower and its tiny village are located on a rocky promontory at the southeasternmost tip of Azura's Coast. Tel Fir is the Telvanni tower of Sorcerer Lord Divaith Fir. Beneath the tower is the Corpusarium, a refuge prison where the deranged, distorted victims of the deadly Corpus disease are housed and tended. Tel Arun is the Telvanni tower of Archmagister Gothran, Telvanni Sorcerer Lord, and head of the Telvanni Council. The associated settlement is a sizable village, and the site of the Festival Slave Market, the largest slave market on Vardenfell. Tel Mora is the Telvanni tower of Mistress Dratha, an ancient wizard of the Telvanni Council. The small settlement includes a few craftsfolk and a trade house. Tel Vos is the tower of Telvanni wizard and council member Master Arian. Tel Vos is a peculiar blend of Telvanni and Western architectural styles, and is close to Vos village. Balfell is the City of Stone, an ancient First-Era ruin in the southeastern islands and promontories of Azura's Coast. The site has a nasty reputation, and several Telvanni wizards currently have competing camps of hirelings and adventurers exploring and looting there. Legend says that Balfell was built on the site of an ancient Daedric worship center. The Ashlander Ahamuza tribe has a permanent settlement at Ahamuza Camp on a rocky promontory at the northeastern tip of the Vardenfell mainland in the Azura's Coast region. The Bitter Coast. The western coast of Vardenfell from Seydanin north to Narmak is called the Bitter Coast. The salt marshes and humid swamps of this region are uninhabited, with the only settlements found at the good harbors of Narmak, Hlaod, and Seydanin. Also called the Smuggler's Coast, the region's secluded coves and islands provide refuge for criminal trade, and the frequent rain and fog hides small boats from excise cutters. The piercing light of the Grand Pharos at the mouth of the harbor of the port village of Seydanin is a beacon to mariners throughout the inner sea. Most visitors from the Empire make landfall at the port of Seydanin, where they are processed by the Imperial Census and Excise Commission agents of the Coast Guard Station. The Coast Guard cutters docked here control smuggling and piracy on the inner sea. Hlaod is a tiny, isolated fishing village on western Vardenfell in the Bitter Coast region. A rough track along the River Odai connects Hlaod with the town of Balmora. Narmak is a tiny island fishing village in the Bitter Coast region of western Vardenfell. The Grazelands. The regular rain and dark soils of the Grazelands produce the rich grazing for Ashlander herds that give the region its name. The region lies in the northeast of Vvardenfell, sandwiched between the Ashlands and Azura's coast. Permanent settlements include Vos Village and the towers of Tel Vos and Tel Fir. The Ashlanders of Zainab Camp move their herds across the plains in search of fresh grazing. There are no roads or tracks, but travel is easy across the open plains. The Ashlander Zainab tribe has a permanent settlement at Zainab Camp, near the village of Vos in the Grazelands region. Molag Amur. Located inland in the southeast of Vardenfell, Molag Amur is an uninhabited wasteland of rocky hills, steep-sided ravines, lava pools, and barren ash pavements. Pathfinding and travel is extremely difficult in this trackless wilderness and is complicated by frequent ash storms. The Ashlanders of Vvardenfell camp hunt game here, but few others venture into this region. The worst part of Molag Amur, called the Great Scathes, is considered impassable even by the Ashlanders. The outpost at Molag Armor is a fortified stronghold on the southeastern edge of the desolate Molag Amur region. Pilgrims bound for the nearby pilgrimage sites at Mount Asarna Bibi and Mount Kand take refuge at the outpost's hostels, comforted by the garrison of Redoran and Buoyant Armature Crusaders stationed at the stronghold. The Ashlander Vvardenfell tribe has a permanent settlement at Vvardenfell Camp, an isolated hut settlement in the middle of the desolate Molag Amur region. Red Mountain. The dominant feature of Vardenfell, Red Mountain, is a vast volcano in the center of Vardenfell. The outer slopes are steep and rugged, and the crater is deep and dotted with surface lava. The Ghost Fence, a magical barrier which blocks travel as well as seals in the harmful, disease-laden weather called blight, rings the volcano's outer slopes and is broken only at Ghost Gate. Within the Ghost Fence, rain never falls and the sun never shines. The only weather is the red and deadly ash blight. Ghost Gate is the gate citadel of the Ghost Fence Ordinator and Buoyant Armature garrisons. Ghost Gate sits astride the only gap through which the monstrous hosts of Dagoth might emerge from Red Mountain to threaten the rest of Morrowind. The Ghost Fence itself is a colossal magical artifact that completely encircles Red Mountain and prevents the blight from spilling its corruption across the rest of Vardenfell. West Gash. The western highlands of Vardenfell are called the West Gash. The region extends from the Sea of Ghosts on the northwest coast to the inland town of Balmora, where the region is sandwiched between the Bitter Coast and the Ashlands. The trading village of Nisus is north of Aldrune, and the fishing villages of Aldvelathi and Kuul lie on the north coast. The town of Caldera lies near Balmora. The herds of the Ashlanders of Ursulaku camp graze on the sparse but hardy highland vegetation. Balmora is the district seat of House Hlalu, and the largest settlement on Vardenfell after Vivec City. Good roads lead north to Aldrune and south to Caldera, Seydanin, and Vivec City. The Imperial Legion garrison of Fort Moonmoth lies south of Balmora. Caldera is a recently chartered imperial town and mining corporation. The Caldera Mining Company has been granted an imperial monopoly to remove raw ebony from the rich deposits here. Caldera has the appearance and flavor of a western imperial town. Aldrune is the district seat of House Redoran, and a large settlement. The Redoran council chambers are located inside the shell of an ancient extinct giant crab. Tracks lead north to Margan and Nisus villages, and south to Balmora. Nisus is a small mining and trade village astride the Siltstrider caravan route between the northwest West Gash and Aldrune. Aldvelathi and Kuul are tiny fishing villages on the northern coast of the West Gash. Sheogarad. The large island of Sheogarad lies north of Vardenfell. This island and its associated lesser islands are a maritime wilderness extending north from Vardenfell into the Sea of Ghosts. The region is largely hostile and uninhabited, with 2 small villages at Aldredania and Dagon Fell. Only Dagon Fell is reached by ship services. All other island-to-island transport must be provided by the traveler. Okay. So that gives us a better idea of what's going on around here. And as we were reading, Molag Armor is this kind of eastern area that we're going to be heading into. It didn't sound very nice, but that's a lot of Morrowind. It's not a lovely place.
Tidings and good wishes
What
to
did
you,
I
friend.
do to deserve this honor?
Something I realized when I sold some of that silver equipment was, well, it isn't just pretty stuff. It might actually serve a very useful purpose for us. So much, in fact, that I'm considering purchasing this silver claymore unless there's something else. Nope. I think we are purchasing a silver claymore. Yeah. It's a long blade, so Fedar will be pretty good at using it, and it does a maximum of 27 damage. That's not bad. But I'm actually going to trade in the fire blade for that, because silver can hit the undead. So the trouble we were having with ancestor ghosts and bone lords could have taken care of that with a silver weapon. Because, when we would hit them with destruction magic and get them like right down to the last couple of hit points, I was like, oh no, but I'm out of magicka. And I had to use a magicka potion. That's so wasteful. I hate that. Could have just lopped off their, non-corporeal head with a silver weapon. So I want one of these. That'll be nice. And in exchange, I'm giving you the fire blade. Because yuck. And we're such good friends, so give it to me at a low price, please. Not that low, I guess. That's good. Okay, well, I feel a little bit better now. That's one of those, last resort kind of things. I also want to sell the books that we read during story time. We don't need to lug those around. That's some pretty good money. All right. Let's see if we can get 570 out of her. Cool.
Is there something I can do for you, Outlander?
Nope, just keep buying books when I bring them by. All right. But we want to head east out of Balmora.
Is there something you need?
I'm going to take a little shortcut. Well, it's not a shortcut now because I'm going down the alley. Oh, well. Great shortcut there, Fedar. Turned into the scenic route, but that's okay. I just figured, hey, why not do this? This works just as well. Now we're out of Balmora. Because we're heading this way. We're not going to Fort Moonmoth. We're actually going more in the direction of Arkingthand. So yeah, quick recap. If we want to go to get Manwe's dues, we're supposed to head to Punabi. So I should go south from Balmora, take the road east past Fort Moonmoth. I should cross the bridge northeast of the fort and continue east until I reach the lake. There's a lot that goes on in that one sentence about heading east. There's a lot. That makes it sound really quick and easy, but it's not. So we're heading in the direction of Molag Amur. And there's the bridge to Arkingthand. None of this is new. We can see cliff racers all over the place, being obnoxious. They will be a constant source of strife for Fedar. Here we go. Come on. Luckily, they don't really provide much of a challenge. What is that? It's a big beetle. That looked like fire. That is fire. Fire bad. Okay, well this is a shulk, apparently. And we got some shulk resin for that. It's worth 50. That's not bad. Yeah, Fedar is fire resistant, so fire's not that big of a concern for him. Oh, that was quick. Dead cliff racer. Anyway, yeah, there's Arcing Fand. Here it is from another angle. You can see some pretty cool statues and stuff. We'll take another look at this kind of thing. Maybe when Fedar can levitate or something. So we can just fly around and get a bird's eye view. That's not a road. Whoa, hi there. That would be a wild guar. It is quite dead. We'll take its hide. Okay, but yeah, we don't want to go that way. I think that means we want to go this way. We want to be heading mostly east. But as we can see, the terrain is pretty crazy. And there's a lot of winding and whatnot. Oh, we got a Quama Forager here. Let's take care of it. It was trying to do some kind of fancy roll there to get away from Fedar. Didn't work so well, did it? And I imagine we'll have to take on that cliff racer unless it is stuck in the environment. It is. Well, Fedar's lucky day. I'm just going to leave it there. Oh, that's enticing. But we're... Oh! Did you get free? You got free. Wow. Fedar completely trounced that one. But as I was saying, I'm not... Oh. Your long blade skill increased to 72. Good, because, your turn. Come on, do you want to... Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous. Another diseased one. Did you... Is it your turn or what? Are you coming down here? Sometimes you have to move to entice them. He's... Ah, here we go, here we go. This is very silly. Your acrobatics skill increased to 41. Yeah, because I was jumping to try to hit the dang thing. Anyway, like I said, this is enticing, but I won't go in. What is it? Nisamsi. Okay. Now that was interesting. Did you see Fedar's head started to move a little? He looked up. That's one way that you can tell that these things are coming after you, because your athletic skill increased to 37. No, not because of that, but because Fedar will look. He will notice. So it's not a complete surprise. What was that noise? What? What is that? Ugh. Anyway, it won't be a complete surprise when they come after you. Are we doing this or not? Okay, whenever you're ready, I'm just gonna take a look at the signpost. Pelagiad and Vivek are that way, so... Okay, that's south. That's going back the way we came. Any day now. That's back to Balmora. So this would be Molag Mar, Mount Cand, and Mount Asur-Nabibi. Okay, you're ready now, huh? Well done, Cliff Racer. Well done. Anyway, okay, so we're going this way, which makes sense. I mean, we're meant to be going east. Yeah, that's how much ground we've covered. It is rough terrain. Ah, a Nixhound. Come on, Nixhound. Come on, let's do the thing. Nice, Fedar. Very nice. We got some hound meat there, but my mouse over is not working. Whatever. Well, that's great. Big old pool of lava. Hello! That thing, I think it was poisoning. It was very quick, though, so I didn't even get a chance to check it out. And it is dead. You dead, Allet. Okay, so these are pointing us in this direction. This is where we want to keep going. Right into this Quama Forager. Oh boy, Quama Cuddle, which I can't see. Broken mouse overs. What's up with that? Are they all broken? They are. You know what? Let's do a quick save and a quick load and see if I can get them back. Yeah, alright. Well, that's fine. Hey, at least there's a solution, you know? Well, something's around here. Uh-huh. I had a feeling. No, I want to fight you on my terms. I don't want you just swooping down on me after I've forgotten about you and moved on. But that is inevitably what's going to happen. Yep. Yeah. You jerk. You horrible jerk. Yeah. Well. What is it? Is that the direction we need to go? We're supposed to be heading to a lake, which would be that, so, I think so. I think that's kind of where we want to go. Okay. Well, this could get interesting. Hi. How are you? Okay, fancy pants. Ooh. Fire, huh? Your weapon has no effect. This thing hurts. Well, let's try that silver claymore. See if that does something. It does, but it's not much. Uh-oh. This is not going well. Let's get some health. And we're going to need some magicka. Cheap restore magicka. It's not a lot, but it's something. Well, this thing is a flame Atronox, so maybe we need to try frost on it? Let's see what we can do. Oh boy, and now we've got, well, off in the distance there. Maybe more health would be helpful. Just keep chugging down health potions. Unfortunately, Fedar is quite awful with the casting here, so let's get more magicka. Come on. Oh, wow. Worth it. Totally worth it. We just need to land one more of those hits. Oh, and there it goes. I'm not even sure if that was Your light armor skill increased to 39. This is chaos. Well, I'm going to hit this with the sword. Back to the good old steel longsword. Oh boy, a cliff racer. Let's all just pile on. Your long blade skill increased to 73. Okay, well done, Fedar. That was nuts. That was nuts. Let's loot. If we can see everything. I could see you a moment ago. There we are. Alatide. And the Cliff Racer is just plopped on top of everybody. Racer Plumes, of course, and the Flame Atronach. Fire Salts. Worth 100. Cool. You know, at the very worst, we could sell that and use the proceeds to purchase replacement potions. Huh. Let's get a nap in, because that was awful. Your rest has been interrupted. It's a Quama Forger, everyone. Oh, noes. I'll take that Quama Cuddle. Oh. How nice. Actually, I can't tell if that's nice or, like, maybe it smells like poo. Hard to say. Well, finally, let's go ahead and repair Sekir. Okay. Good as new. Fedar is ready to continue. And we'll do that in the next video. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.